Hi FPL managers, welcome back to the channel. It's the Red Man FPL. So guys, like as I promised last season, I said I was going to come with the new graphics. Here we go. We managed to get something on the screen for you all. It's an improvement from what we had previously. So guys, game week 1 I couldn't put a video on the channel because I was on holiday, but guys, we are back and we are in full flow. This is game week 1 points. I had 53 points in the bag. Not the best, but I'm very proud of that because I didn't play a bench boost. A lot of managers activated the bench boost. If you've done that, I think it was a decent game week to play a bench boost. I indeed lost over 20 points on the bench. I had Coyote. I'll talk about that later on in the video. I had started him in all my drafts. I had about 3 drafts. So guys, this is another reason I say you should hit the link tree link in my bio. It's gonna take you to the TikTok page as well. You'll find my X page over there where you can engage with me, you know. So because I've been posting my teams and my draft teams over there on TikTok as well. So but I've not just been able to make a YouTube video because I was on holiday. So but we are back now in full flow, like I said. So I've been posting draft teams with Coyote in them, and season starts I didn't have Coyote in my starting 11. I started with Calafiore, I started with Frimpong, I started with Rodon. Frimpong didn't come through. I lost Coyote's 13 points on the bench. It would have been different if I had just kept faith in him. So guys, it wasn't a clean sheet for the Man United goalkeeper. I don't know why I ended up backing him up. I had Van Bruggen on the bench. I lost his clean sheet points over there. Frimpong just about managed to get clean sheet. It was a captaincy blank from Bruno Fernandes. We'll talk about Man United in a little bit, but guys, this video won't be too long. I would be talking about my potential transfer targets. That's if I'm going to make a transfer in game week 2 or game week 3. I do have 1 or 2 players in this team that I would love to offload, so just hang around, then you will be able to see my full FPL team for the season. But right now I'm going to assess the midfield. I've talked about a little bit about the defense. So the midfield was captaincy on I had captaincy on Bruno Fernandes. He blanked, he didn't deliver, quite disappointing. Pascal Grosch, I backed him to come through. Reason is in my team, he's on set piece. I think he has a nailed on spot in the Brighton team, no matter how quick those younger players can be. Gross is going to keep his place in the side. Probably it comes off a little bit early, but I think he still keeps his place in the side. So Grosh, quite disappointing. He might be on the slab to get chopped out of my team, and probably early transfer out of my team. He might be on that yeah, obviously on that table. And Szoboszlai managed to deliver. It would have been very annoying if it didn't come true, because I would straight away be thinking about replacing this fella. And Diaye kept on up to his prowess and what we expect of him from last season. He keeps scoring goals, he's not stopped. So yeah, good holding your team FPL asset if you have him. I do back him up. Going further down to the attack, wasn't the best outing for Calvert-Lewin and Erling Haaland. They both blanked. They really didn't do too well. I wouldn't want to say anything positive about the display of Calvert-Lewin or Haaland, but I still want to back them to stay in my team for another 1 or 2 game week max, even though I do have transfer targets, which we will talk about in the video further on, and then I'll show you my game week 2 team. So guys, a blank from Calvert-Lewin, Haaland. My team would have done well on a bench boost, I'll be honest, but with these guys not delivering, it's quite disappointing. Then over to the bench, it's a whole 13-point loss from Coyote. Van Bruggen's clean sheet I didn't get to keep. Shada, another very disappointing outing for him, but I wouldn't want to say anything bad about Shada because he's played really well in my opinion, just not had the luck to get in behind the scoring. It was other guys doing the scoring. Even Thiago hit the post and didn't get nothing. Let's talk about the man of the moment, Coyote, 13 points. How many people had him in their team? Let me hear from you if you had Coyote in your team, because it's just crazy how he delivered 13 pointer on the opening day of the season. I backed out the Rete. I think he's pretty nailed on for Sunderland. They have decent run of games coming. Hoping he would deliver while staying in my team. He's decent for price. I would love to hold him in my team. So guys, on to transfer targets that I would potentially think we should go for. Early transfer targets, obviously certain teams won with whooping scoreline. Teams like Brighton, you know, Hull City, you know, winning against all odds. We didn't expect them to do that well, but yeah, these people came through. So I'll be showing my team for next season. Obviously, talk about transfer targets. Arsenal won whooping 3-0, decent scoreline for them. A draw from Liverpool and Brighton. The key assets like Isak didn't really deliver, but we'll hold on to that. I think there's something still to come from those guys going forward into the season. But guys, my potential team that I think is gonna do the best attacking wise and FPL numbers assets would be from Chelsea. I think the likes of Cole Palmer, Rogers, Welbeck, João Pedro is just a crazy combination. These guys, if we keep an eye on them, try have them in our team, I think they will definitely return the numbers. I'm not talking about Jackson right now, because I think Jackson might be on his way to Aston Villa. That would be a good move for him, in my opinion. So guys, we'll move on to transfer targets, and I will show you my team selection for game week 2. Alright guys, haven't seen the shambolic display from Liverpool's defense, and obviously Frimpong as an asset, FPL asset. I think one of my first transferred out of my team would definitely be Frimpong out of the team. I don't think there'll be much to come from him, and there is a chance he might even lose his place in the Liverpool squad, so I might just be kicking Frimpong out of the team. So guys, targets, and obviously one of the best performance of game week 1 was from the keeper of Brighton. He had serious returns, so I'm looking to push him into the team, guys. He is a decent hold. Brighton also have a good run of game. I mean, the keeper got an assist and he got a goal. That's good for a defender. And in game week 1, and also looking at their run of games to come, is not the worst. I think he's a good hold. Next game, obviously they're playing away to Chelsea. I think it's a high scoring game. It might not get a clean sheet in that game, but I'm backing the keeper to still do the numbers, you know, probably get an assist. He's quite attacking. I think a player like this will give us more potentials and return than holding on to a Frimpong in my team. And then I'm going to move on to talk about potential transfer targets that I think we should look to hold in our team. I was very impressed by the Newcastle team display, also very impressed by Brentford, so I'll be talking about some of their targets obviously that you could go for. I do have Shada in my team. You've seen Shada sitting in my team. I think Tango is a good hold. If you like the new boy, what's his name again, Sangari or something, I think you might want to go for him. He is a decent hold in your FPL team. So just because of form and what I think we should expect from teams like Brighton and Brentford, and also I want to add Newcastle in that list, I would say we go for some of their assets in our team going forward. So the fella I'm trying to talk about is Sangare, obviously, of Brentford. I know a lot of managers are looking his way, but I'm gonna say you shouldn't jump straight into that boat. Maybe still look around. In my opinion, players like Dango, Shada, Thiago still would do the numbers for Brentford in the attack, and then in the defense you could look at people like Lewis Potter and the other guys. So guys, first transfer plan for me would definitely be Frimpong to the keeper, and I'll also be looking to do maybe Pascal Grosch to the next transfer targets I would be talking about. So guys, for me, one of the transfer targets I would say we should probably consider to push into our team at the moment because of the form of these guys, I think, is Anthony Elanga. I think these guys in the Newcastle attack, if we are sure of how many minutes they will spend on the pitch, I think we should start to consider them. They don't have a bad run of games. Tottenham away, Bournemouth at home, Leeds away. I think is a decent run of games to start looking at the Newcastle attack. A lot of us probably stayed away from them because we were not sure what to expect from a Newcastle losing their manager and all that, but having seen them in game week 1, guys, I think we should start leaning towards buying these Newcastle assets. And then the next one I want to talk about, although he is stated as a midfield, a striker, I think and Elanga is a midfielder. Elanga for midfield options. So obviously I mentioned I probably want to replace Pascal Gross. So my first option would probably be to go for Anthony Elanga, but I want to be patient for another 1 or 2 game weeks, see what Pascal Gross can do. He's on set piece, probably even on penalties for Brighton. Should be a good asset to hold. And I want to talk about Osula of Newcastle. And Osula, in my opinion, is one of the better attacking assets that we could absolutely hold in our team at the moment, pending how nailed on he is for minutes in that Newcastle team. So if you want a third striker option, he's not the most expensive either, just costing over 6 million, not even over 6 million yet, but I promise you he's gonna go up in price. He is one of those people I think we should consider. So basically, Newcastle attacking assets, Brentford attacking assets, based on game week 1 form and performance, I think these are the people we should target to hold in our team. And just in case you're not familiar with this guy, he used to come off the bench, be like a part team player, but right now he is probably gonna make his claim and stay in the main team this season. So well, let's see how it goes. He got an assist in game week 1. He could do more and probably would definitely do more. He's right now benching the likes of Jacob Murphy, you know, some decent players in that Newcastle team. Well, I would see, I will back him to do well. He probably has more time on the pitch right now. He's number 10 for Newcastle. Yeah, let's see what the season holds. So now we'll move on to my team for next game week. The players are backed. I'll be sharing with you guys. Alright guys, ahead of game week 2, this is what my team setup is looking like. I've decided to back the Man United goalkeeper for another game week. I might not be sticking with him. I might move on to Van Bruggen of Brighton. I'm not so sure how much of a clean sheet Brighton can give us in their next game away to Chelsea. Definitely, I don't think it's a clean sheet there. It's probably a high scoring game. Van Bruggen could get, you know, save points and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna be backing him for that game week 2. And in the defense, I'm sticking with Calafiori, the Arsenal defender. He got something in the last game week, so let's see what he can do again. I've decided to back Frimpong for 1 more game week, but like I mentioned, he is probably gonna be a transfer out of my team in the near future. I'm looking to give him 1 more game week, see if he does start for Liverpool. If he does, that would be good, because then it means he's holding my team for a little bit longer. But if he doesn't start, he would be on his way out of my team, I promise you. Coyote, after losing 13 points off him in the past game week, I want to hold him in my team this coming game week and see what he does this time. Hopefully he could get something of the same. And then in the midfield, I'm back in Bruno Fernandes. Shada should be in the starting lineup this game week. He didn't deliver anything in game week 1, so I didn't miss much. He only got probably DEFCON or something like that, or bonus point, because he got a win, so he got 1 point bonus, so 3 point double. This game week against Leeds, with the form that Brentford has got, I'm thinking he will definitely be in there with the numbers. Nottingham Forest at home is not the worst for Liverpool. I want to see another magic from Szoboszlai, probably a free kick, Dixie goes in, or penalty, or he gets involved with the assist. Diaye is already delivered this season. Let's see what he could do in the coming game. We good holding our team as well. Everton play Bournemouth in their coming game. They also would be playing Everton will be playing Man United, so quite interesting fixtures if you have an Everton attacking asset. Maybe not their defensive assets. That's why most of us are not really keeping them in our team right now. But yeah, Everton would be good going forward, and especially with their attacking assets with this fixture run. In the attack, I'm sticking with my boys Calvert-Lewin, João Pedro, Erling Haaland. You know, hopefully these guys deliver for the second game week, because they didn't deliver. Aside João Pedro, the other 2 strikers didn't deliver in game week 1. Over to my bench now, guys. I know it's looking similar to same team from last game week, but this time around I've moved Rodon to the bench. I don't know how much of a clean sheet Leeds can afford against Brentford's side that looks really hungry and attacking. Pascal Gross, I know it could be a very high scoring game, but I'm looking at a situation. I don't want to miss out on a chance that Calvert-Lewin gets something in the game against Brentford, so I'm looking to play Calvert-Lewin because easily he could be on the bench and Pascal Gross starts ahead of him. Van Bruggen is on the bench against Chelsea. I definitely don't see a clean sheet there. Alderete, fingers crossed. I don't know what to expect. Sunderland, I'm still keeping an eye on their defense to see how rugged they are and if they can probably still keep clean sheets going forward. Anyway guys, I will round up the video here. What do you think about my team? Do you think I should start Pascal Gross? Do you think I should back Rodon? Leave this in the comment section guys, but for now this is what my team's looking like ahead of the game week 2 start of the season or continuation of the season. Right now it's bang 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 football guys. We're going to enjoy this. Football is back, not FIFA influenced World Cup. We've got the Fantasy Premier League and the English Premier League fully back. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't fail to leave a like, kindly subscribe to the channel. Let us know if there is information or that you enjoyed getting from this video. I obviously know I do help a lot of managers and I want to keep it going, so just make sure you give a feedback. Let me know what you think. And chip strategy, I think I'm missing out on that, but for now, like I mentioned at the start of the video, I'm probably gonna bench boost in the next 2-3 game weeks. No particular pattern. I'm not looking for anything in particular, but I want to see what teams can keep the clean sheets and what attacking assets can keep getting the numbers. So if it means getting an Osula or getting an Elanga or going for a Rogers from Chelsea, yes, I will make the move. So for now, I'm watching for another 1-2 game weeks. I think you should do the same guys, and let's see what the season holds for us, man. The mini league code would be up on the channel. Just kindly go through the caption, you'll find it there. Enjoy challenging with the rest of the managers. We had about 5 managers finish in the top 25k. One of them finished in the top 1k. At some point in the season he was 63 in the world or 36 in the world, so it's a very solid league. We've got managers number 36 in the world, 540 something, so these guys are really solid players. And yeah, the mini league code will be there in the bio. Kindly also hit the links, subscribe to my TikTok page, follow me on TikTok, follow me on X, just so you don't miss out on information and we can rub minds. Alright, see you guys next time. Take care, enjoy.